JD Vance was like, I know what my website says right now, but by the time I get off stage, we're going to change my website to reflect what I'm saying right now.
It is.
Because this is what y'all want to hear.
That's right. You said never let the way.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. JD Vance is the walking definition. Yo, my man, just to remind y'all, JD Vance has changed his name 3 times.
All right.
3 times. So I have a hard time believing anything JD Vance says. And Tim Walz, on the other hand, is the nicest guy you've ever met. Easily.
Well, this is the same guy. This is the same guy, don't forget, who was like very close friends with someone in college who was a trans, well, no, not a trans woman. I forget exactly what her identity was, but it was changing over time as they knew each other. He was a supportive friend. He was at the her wedding. Yeah. He was all of these things. They exchanged a conversation about gender stuff for years and years and years, and then all of a sudden she looked up one day, and he was completely a different person. His belief system completely changed, and when she reached out, he was like, yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about anymore.
Who's this?
This friend of JD Vance.
Oh, I was talking about Tim Walz being nice. You made it sound like Tim Walz did that.
I thought Tim Walz.
Oh, no, Tim Walz. Hit the button.
Yeah,
hit the button. Tim Walz never does. Sorry.
You jumping in loose.
You played yourself.
Sorry. I was back to the liar. I wasn't talking about the nice guy.
Yeah.
It was nice.
But now, let me tell you something. That JD Vance, that guy can talk.
Listen.
He makes it sound like he's telling the truth. He's dangerous. That's a super fact.
He's good at it.
But Tim Walz last night had this kind of major gaffe. Shawnee, you got that clip?
You previously opposed an assault weapons ban, but only later in your political career did you change your position. Why?
Yeah, I sat in that office with those Sandy Hook parents. I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look, the NRA, I was an NRA guy for a long time. They used to teach gun safety. I'm of an age where my shotgun was in my car so I could pheasant hunt after football practice.
Wait, you became friends with school shooters?
He meant to say school shooting victims.
Congratulations.
Did he?
You played yourself.
Did you hear the clip?
Well, I mean, maybe he became friends with school shooters after they went to jail. And
he did not mean that.
He literally said he sat down and listened. Play the clip again. Yeah, with your selective hearing.
Well, I'm just saying. I heard what I heard, man. Just like everybody else.
I'm wondering if I heard the same thing. Because Rosenberg, did you hear the same thing that I heard?
Oh, yeah, you could clearly hear what he was trying to say and that he accidentally misspoke. But this is what people are running with.
Well, guess what?
You played yourself.
His accidental misspoken puts him back in gaff. We got another gaff master up there for the Democrats. Is that what we got? Because did he accidentally misspoke when he screwed up explaining his lie about Tiananmen Square?
Well, first of all,
go ahead.
He did not do a great job explaining the fact that he was not there when he said he was there. I don't know if I call that a gaffe. I'd call that when he got pressed, he just did not do a great job owning it.
And so hit the button.
But no, hit the button on you. Why are we talking about this? This is what they do. We talk about irrelevant moments about the Democrats instead of like horrifying, bold-faced lies from the Republicans. The standard is so...
I just finished talking about J.D. Vance all morning being a liar. What are you talking about?
You gotta be fair because when Trump misspeaks, we get at him. And when
Biden
speaks, we get at him.
But what I'm saying is the standard's different because all these Democrats have done is have some bad misspeaks. The other people are actually intentionally saying bad things the whole time.
I'm not here to cape I'm voting for Tim Walz. You got up there and screwed up your answer.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, and J.D. Vance is a stone cold liar, and he's great at it. He made it look great, that lying he did last night.
Well, he struggled a little bit when he was actually pushed about does he accept the results of the 2020 election.
Well, he didn't have his lies together. Come on, man. You got to rehearse these things.
This Shawnee, do you have that? Our democracy in a way that we had not seen. He is still saying he didn't lose the election. I would just ask that. Did he lose the 2020 election?
Tim, I'm focused on the future. Did Kamala Harris censor Americans from speaking their mind in the wake of the 2020 COVID situation?
That is a damning non-answer.
It's a damning non-answer for you to not talk about censorship. Obviously, Donald Trump and I think that there were problems in 2020. We've talked about it.
Wait, what?
I'm happy to talk about it further.
Smooth criminal, baby.
You've been hit by.
The smooth criminal.
That's crazy.
Oh man, bro.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yo, last night was a display. And if you're not skilled at understanding what you're looking at with JD Vance, you will get baited into thinking that he's a nice guy, because he took the nice guy approach last night. Nothing like Donald Trump. He definitely was playing into the nice Tim Walz thing, because Tim Walz is nice, super nice. But don't be fooled. That dude JD Vance, whatever his name is now, because I need to look up his other names too. He's got other names, and that needs to be explained to me still.
I've read it. I've read the story.
What's the reason he's got 3 other names?
It's honestly, I hate to say it. It's honestly kind of a nothing burger when you read it. It was like a stepfather. There was one that was a simple, like, mother marrying someone else, took the name of the new guy. That accounts for 2 of his names. And then he went back to one or something. I looked through it. It wasn't anything.
Oh, so it wasn't a complete name change?
No, he didn't randomly come up with a whole new name. It was not that. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It wasn't anything really.
Gotcha.
Laura, what you got on your list today?
No, I just been. Producer Griff sent me this article, and of course, this woman is a complete moron, Marjorie Taylor Greene. But just all the politicians that are that are going online demanding hurricane relief funds when they tried to block them. 58 Republican lawmakers voted against funding for FEMA until it affected them. I just think it's so wild, and they go on social media to make the demands to be like, you need to send them their money. You need to send fam. You were just in there blocking funds for FEMA. So what? I just give them all the button. It's exhausting.
You played yourself.
So you mean to tell me Republicans will change their story to benefit? That's our revelation today?
Congratulations.
Just to continue to remind you where they're at.
Well, so and by the way, politicians do change stories, right? Like we said, Tim Walz. We was just covering Tim Walz. He was against banning assault rifles, and now he's for it. And he actually became governor of a state, and he actually implemented policy to work towards that and have more common sense laws, right? Based on the climate and things needing to be changed. Not just because something specifically happened in the moment and now I need some money. That's the difference here. And I think people are going to have a hard time understanding that. Where J.D. Vance got up there last night, he was against abortion ban. I mean, he was for a full abortion ban. Now they've changed his website. After the debate.
The whole time he's been echoing that.
He changed his mind.
Last night.
It was a big night, man. He had a lot on his mind.
He met a nice guy named Tim Walz and was like, you know what?
You might be onto something. I changed my mind.
Yo, come over here and use my podium, man. You know what I'm saying?
And what did he change it to? He went from complete abortion ban to
we don't know. We don't know yet, Laura.
He was just kind of like squiggling around. Can't quite pin him down.